Hello, duelists, and welcome back. Hope you guys are all doing well. Um, Howdy. It has been
I
about
thought that Jesse was cooked.
2 weeks almost since I last streamed, so apologies for that. Thank you, Egros. Thank you for the sub. Um, how you guys been for the last 2 weeks? Yesterday was Canada Day. Hope you all had a good Canada Day if you're a Canadian. Even if not, then go Canada. Um, so yeah. I don't know. What do I want to start with first? How we want to catch up? Do I tell you guys why I've been gone, or do I wait for more people to come?
I thought that Jesse
Safu,
was
thank you so
cooked.
much for the sub. Appreciate it. Who in Team 7 will be the Battle Wasp player? Nobody. I'm excited for Battle Wasp. Why is this something everybody's excited for? Why does everyone want Battle Wasps? I mean, it can be something I'd play, not for Worlds though. Okay. So I streamed about 13 days ago on a Thursday, and we opened up, we did pack whaling, right? And then after that, we did talk about the new cards that came out. And then after that, I ended up doing a collab, the Wonky Casino, which actually got uploaded today. And while I was recording that 2 weeks ago, I felt a bit of a scratch in my throat. Um, and I wasn't feeling the best. I thought, okay, maybe I'm just exhausted. You can see I'm drinking coffee in the video as well because I'm kind of working kind of nonstop from that point. And I thought I'm just exhausted. After this, I go to bed early, like 9 p.m. I'll be okay. Anyways, scratch in my throat. Go to bed at 9 p.m. I wake up at 2 in the morning the next day, completely sick, like I have a cold. So yeah, I was sick for the weekend, and then Monday comes around like 2 in the morning Monday, and this one's a little hard, but uh, my dog is almost 17. She's a very tough dog though. She doesn't cry when she's hurt really. Like she'll fall down the stairs sometimes and she'll be okay. But at 2 in the morning she started crying like a lot, and that's not like her. Um, so uh, I had to take her to the vet, emergency vet, at 2 in the morning. She was diagnosed with renal disease and pancreatitis. Can I lower the music? I thought I did. I'm sorry. So it's been a little rough. I had to go to the ER vet 3 times on Monday, and keep in mind I was still sick, so I stayed up for about 36 hours straight with the dog. I really thought I was gonna say goodbye to her. It was hard to watch her be in so much pain, especially knowing how tough she normally is and doesn't cry normally unless something's really wrong. So it was rough, and obviously made my sickness worse. Thankfully, Chloe got like 4 different medications, and since then she has turned a corner and she seems to be fine again, back to her normal self in the sense of she's 16, about to turn 17. She was obviously not the same as she was as a puppy, but she's not in pain and she'll move around. She can go up the stairs. She can goes and walks. So she is feeling better, but I felt like crap because obviously I was very stressed out. I was already sick, and when you're stressed and not sleeping, only makes the cold and any other sicknesses worse. So pretty much until the weekend, I've just been sick. And then yep, that brings us to about here. The last 2 days I spent catching up on YouTube content and other work. Of course, Duelist Advance as well. Had to ship out those orders. And that brings us to today. So I'm sorry that I've not been live for 2 weeks. It's been kind of stressful, a bit of time for me, and I'm feeling a bit behind in terms of everything going on. I'm not kept up with Yu-Gi-Oh news as much as I want to. I'm feeling behind in practice for the WCQ. I'm behind in YouTube content. You'll notice this also why YouTube was very slow. I only posted pre-recorded videos that I already had recorded at that point, and that meant if I wanted to schedule it properly, I couldn't post my normal schedule. Normally, I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You may have noticed I have not been doing that. So we will be back to that schedule, hopefully next week. Today there's nothing on Monday, but I filmed a video for Friday, so today there's a video, Friday's a video, and then next week we should be back to the normal schedule. Yeah. Obviously, glad to have it behind me though. I feel better now. I'm a little bit recovering. You know, when you have a cold or flu or whatever, and it may take a couple days for the congestion and the cough to completely go away. So, I may be a little blocked up, a little less energetic than I would like to be, and coughing a little bit. But I'm good. It's just that may linger for about a week or two. Am I streaming on Friday? What's on Friday? I should be, yeah. Unless there's a reason not to be. New pack release? Fuck right. Dude, there was a new pack while I was sick, the Gladiator Beast pack. I opened that off stream. Okay, I'll show you guys what it did. Honestly, I felt like crap and I engaged in some bad habits. Um I was bored and not feeling good, and I decided fuck it, I'm gonna open some packs to kind of take my mind off of my dog being in so much pain. And nice. I kind of wailed a bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I spent a lot of time waiting in the vet, and also need to make sure I stayed awake. And I was again sick and up for 36 hours, so I was not exactly in the best state of mind. But what I ended up doing was I managed to get Royal Trivia Karmas and Royal Maxis. I also, by mistake, disenchanted my Royal Fossil Dig. I was really tired. I don't know what happened, but I don't even remember getting rid of it. All I know is it's no longer there. My Royal Fossil Dig is gone. So, which sucks. I really wish I didn't do that. But yeah, it's gone. So that blows. Um, any other cool royals I got? I got a Kieran royal. Yeah, I'll show you the royals I got. I spent more money than I should have, but I'll show you guys what I got. What did I get? That's new. I got this, the Wind Witch Ice Spell, I guess. I got a Keldo as well. I also crafted the Keldo. I pulled a Mirror Sword Knight. Um, show which message pops up when you try to dismantle all extra. It won't work. It doesn't. I don't want to risk it, so I'm not going to. But it doesn't work typically. Anything else cool that I got? I got another Valence Ultra. Or Royal. I'm pretty sure. I got Onslaught of the Fire Kings. I got Theosis while trying to pull the Trivia Karma. Oh yeah, I pulled the other Valence Field spells. Now I have both Valence Field spells Royal. Yeah. So that's what I pulled. And the Kieran was up here, right? Yeah, I got a Kieran. Sort by date obtained. It doesn't work because when you sort by date obtained, it sorts by your last copy of the card you got. So like not a Royal Imseti, they'll sort by last copy of Imseti period that I get. So it doesn't actually work. I might have more Royals than you have Ultra Rares. That's not true. These are a lot of bullshit cards, but it baffles me that I don't dismantle cards unless I have enough to play with, and I still don't have every Ultra Rare in the game. In fact, I'm missing quite a bit. And a lot of these aren't Legacy Pack cards, like the Voivode here. And I've opened this pack before, never pulled it. So, yeah. I opened up the Gladiator Beast pack, got glow up bulbs and all that. So, I do have all the new stuff. We can eventually play those if we want to. We may decide to do it, may not. You'll see my other endeavors. I tried opening the Thunder pack again. I got nothing. Yeah, I need to dismantle some cards. I tried getting a Royal Fua. I did not. I didn't try that hard, but yeah. I got Royal Tyrants. I had so much super rare dust. I got 2 Royal Archvane's Ghastly Glitch. That was funny. 2 Abominable Soul Royals. Where's the Gladiator Beast cards though? I don't think I pulled any Royals when I did that. A Royal Glow Up Bulb would have been kind of cool, but yeah, not anything I was crazy looking after. Royal Super Poly's next. It'd probably be talents or call buys, right? If I were gonna go for anything. Not super poly. I'm not like a big super poly fan. Yeah, I've dismantled this by mistake. Where's the gladiator beasts? Eventually there's the cards we opened up for the pack here. Yeah, I don't know. Driven Karmas I pulled for. Ugh. Yeah, honestly, it's a bit of a blur the last 2 weeks. I thought I opened the Gladiator Beast pack. No, I for sure did. I guess I don't have these super rares, but whatever. So yeah, I did open this pack already, so there's not going to be that pack opening on stream. Blindy, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate it. A royal set of Ojamas. They don't come foil though. You can't do that. Europa boy, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Almost at 2 years. Nice. Why no royal mud dragon? I'm not a huge mud dragon fan. I don't know what to tell you guys. Super Poly again is not a card I really identify with. Open the notification. Notification. There's a Malice pack. I know there's a Malice pack. I've still been practicing for Worlds. That's taken a priority, right? So when I've had any time I do have to work, I have been practicing. So I do know that this shit's coming out. Struggle in Wonderland. So yeah, I do know this is coming out. Yeah, so this pack I hair in my mouth. Ugh. I don't know what the hell that was. But yeah, when does this come out? It comes out, he said July 4th. Comes out America Day. But Friday? Does it come out at like 11 p.m.? Oh, so it's okay. It's 11 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do a pack opening stream on Friday. I'll load up some gems. I'm not going royal hunting for Malice cards. These are not my cup of tea. If anything, I'm low-key more excited for the zombie cards. I love this card, and I really want to be able to play with it. But yeah, these are fucking broken. What else can I tell you guys that happened since I've been gone for the 2 weeks? Don't know. I feel like that catches me up mostly. I didn't do too much. It was mostly just in bed, like sleeping, and trying to recover from being sick, and then worrying with the dog. What did I miss in the Yu-Gi-Oh world in that time period? I guess I can go to Master Duel Meta and see what's up. I haven't read this card yet. Onomakase. I haven't looked at this yet. But I feel like I've read most new cards. There weren't that many new cards in the 2-week period, right? What new cards were really announced? I haven't read this, I guess. It's an alt art. I have seen that already. But yeah, there really wasn't much. And this is about the time that I was gone, right? Yeah, no, I was here for these. So really, okay, there's only 2 things I haven't read. Not much to go over. All right, what do we got here? Onomatikage. This is cool. Oh no, why are you stepping on the lizard? This card is always treated as a Zubaba, Gaga, Go Go Go, and Do card. If you control a Zubaba, Gaga, whatever, if this card is in your hand, gray, especially this card, banish leaves the field. Oh, that's pretty good. It just replaces glove, or you can banish this card from your grave, return the 2 X seeds from your graveyard to the extra deck. Oh, this is solid. You play this with glove, or do you play just this? This card's good. It doesn't scream broken, but it's good. My Blue Eyes Prime deck changed since the last YouTube video? Probably, but small changes, just non-engine. Replace Gigas for whoever decided to play it. Alright, well, no. No one's playing Gigas. Card's cool, but not much to say about it. Ugh. Okay, season ending. Afterwards. Infernal Punisher. So this is like Bastion versus Chaz, right? Water Dragon versus the I don't know, the Infernal Receptor thing. A Chimera Receptor. He's one of these effects. You can only use each effect once per turn. Add 1 water diamond at your hand. Then if your opponent controls a monster, special the added monster. Oh, so it's special summon Hydrogeddon from the deck. Okay, cool. Not Oxygeddon, just Hydrogeddon. Attribute a monster, special 106 or higher. Fire monster from your hand, deck, or grave. Oh, what the fuck? But negate its effects unless it's a fiend. Is there anything good to do with that? Don't look at this terrible deck. It is bad. Fire fiend 6 or higher. There's Shavara. That's not that helpful. You have to tribute a card, right? Okay. What if I just negate its effects and have a graveyard effect? Anything good? Blaster? It's not great. A problem with Warrior is that it searched to Zubababa. So now you can search Onomatakage. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, Onomatakage seems pretty solid. It's definitely a good card. Get someone Garunix from the deck. I mean, there's not a really good use for this, to be honest. Flamebird's Dragon from the deck. That's kind of neat. With the Oak Band and Mashal or summon Flamebird. I mean, that's kind of troll, but yeah. Cool card. Don't think it does anything right now. Water Dinosaurs. Are there any good water dinosaurs? Agua Dino. Dinosaur. I guess it should be an effect monster still. Nice. There's not. Duotarion. Discard this card at a bonding spell trap. I guess it's a Rhoda for the deck, but that's not great. Alright. Interesting. I'm just getting texts up. It's the front door. Right. First place, no deck. Second place was Bogan. Third was the Lightsworn deck. Lightsworn FTK, I assume, right? Yeah, it was the FTK. I want to start playing this deck a little more again. I love this deck. And I get to play Snow. Snow's so good. Mermail. Anything cool here? Playing Gamma in the Mermail deck. Sure. 1-for-1 on top of Sekkas. I don't love that. Only 1 Rhine is interesting. No Coelacanth. 3 Divas. MDG. Okay. Standard deck. Nothing to look at. Zayd played Shifter and Chris Strawn, which is an interesting one. Only cool thing. 1 L Skeletus is not standard, but I don't think it's that bad either. Magispectors. Cool. This is AIDS. Why is this doing well again? Fucking Pendu shitters. Josh was playing it yesterday. Josh was playing it. This is my type of deck, not Josh type of deck. Josh can play Blue Eyes. No. Okay. I mean, that catches me up. Or anything else I missed over the last 2 weeks in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh news? It feels like it was a rather slow stretch of time, thankfully, so I didn't miss too much. I just missed out on work. I think that's about it. Is there anything else that I missed? Don't think there was much here that I can go over. Nothing important. Yeah, I mean, it really felt like everyone's waiting for the WCQ, right? Which will happen this weekend in Central America and in what's it called? Oceania. All right, let me move this out of the way. I don't have the energy to do a massive pile today, so we're just gonna open up our Duwad in peace. Now this case is kind of like crunched up. Am I playing DK's tournament? Nope. I will probably never play a DK tournament. I have no interest in doing that. This might be a short stream today, guys, just because I'm still catching up on work and I'm pretty busy and I'm kind of tired. Oof. What cards am I hoping to pull? Honestly, I just want staples to play with. As far as Starlights go, probably the Kaiba Man. And that's all I actually want, I think. That's the thing I really want in this set.
I thought that Jesse
what should we do for
cooked.
predictions? Ray, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. Why you like DK tourneys? I mean, I don't play any tourneys besides the HoloLive stuff or the official stuff. Also, I don't like how DK approaches the whole leaking shit. Someone that hasn't played Malice, is it considered a toxic deck? Yes. Alright, what do we gamba on? I guess I don't know why I moved this out of the way. I need to type still. What will I pull? Holy Sue, Starlight, Striker, Zero, Link, multiple of above, none of above. There we go. That's a gamba for now. One box basis. Oh, let's start the gamba. This year he'll leak the player's hands. Yeah, great. I love ruining the integrity of the most important tournament of the year. That's awesome. Okay. All right. Get the box out. Yeah. So Wednesdays are set releases. Always box openings. And it'll be a chill way to get back into the routine here. I'll talk to you guys, ask questions about why I've been gone, where I've been, and I'm happy to chill for today. And then the rest of the week, we'll get back into more regular streams with more dueling. Obviously, Friday, it'll be packs again, but it'll be Master Duel packs. And we'll have the fun challenge of Malice. Weren't the decks public knowledge? No, they were not. All right. What keyboard do I use? I don't know. I've owned it for over a decade. This is a topic that's come up before. Why do people get replaced keyboards so often? This keyboard is fine. It's old, but it works. That's all I care. I feel like this card is insane. Kind of weird that it's a super. A lot of commons I'm looking for here. This card is cool. Obviously, this card is also good. Mutiny in the Sky and the Yugioh I'm super excited for. Psychic cards or whatever. Mind Procedure. This card's interesting. It's just like the Giant Rex type card, but it's not super important. Star Ham. Funny card. Secretarian Dragons. This card is pretty important for Draco Tales. However, it seems that with Canine Vanquish Soul, Draco Tail is not a playable deck. Although in the Draco Tail mirror match, this card is important. So this is like a skill drain for spellcasters and dragons, and it's pretty easy to make. And also revive dragons. Yeah, I got FTK'd by Super Heavy Samurai. I only played Salmon Grade once all tournament. I queued it up because I knew it was against the FTK deck. and I didn't draw any hand traps, so I just got FTK'd. I went second. And then my entire deck list was up on the website, despite the fact that I had not played a single card in that deck in one game. Starham is the best card in the set. It's a funny card. I will happily agree there. And Crystal rocks. I want a rock. Remember, it equals the playing field. Okay. I don't like talking about drama too much. I'll discuss this briefly. I guess it's fine. Now is the time to talk while I'm doing something a little less mindless. There's a couple problems with what DK did. For one, it's extremely like power trippy type of thing. Who is he to unilaterally decide what is fair and what isn't fair? That is a level of arrogance that I think is incredibly poor. He is not the community. He is someone in the community, someone with a following in the community, but he is not the entire community. He does not get to just decide things. The other problem with that is when you prepare for a tournament, the format of said tournament is incredibly important for how you deck build, right? So if you know the deck is public, then you build in a way that respects that. Well, we built in a way that we expect the decks to be public, not because of Decade, but because people would scout for later on in the tournament. But it means the early rounds it'd be hidden, but later on people would know what we have in our deck. Not everyone did the same thing. The point is, if you act as if your deck is going to be concealed the entire time, and that's how you build, then that not being the case, the tournament structure can throw off preparations a lot. And I do think that's unethical, right? That's changing a format without the consent of Konami or the players. Yugioh the Dawn's Light. I am super excited to play this card. I'm probably going to play a tournament with this and BAs on Sunday, I hope. I'm going to see if I have time. I'm backed up right now. This card's also low rarity. Now you have to assume your deck list will be public after first game next Worlds. In theory, yes. Will he do it again? Will untapped GG stop him? Okay, Golden Leo. It's fine. Bring this up closer to the cam for now. Come on, focus. Camera. Pretty looking card. I actually like the rarities right now. The ultras and past sets haven't been great. I actually think they look good here. I think the printing quality improved a bit. Magic Konami changed the duel room system. I like the fact that anybody can watch. I like the fact that my dad can hop in Master Duel and watch me play. I like the fact that the games just stayed in the archive for a while so you could still be able to watch it. How do people Lunalight seems overhyped? I think that deck is great. That being said, I'm a Master Duel player first and foremost right now, so I don't get to play it the most. But I think the Lunalight deck has a lot of potential. I'm curious to see. We haven't really got new support announced for this archetype, the Art Mage deck, but the cards have potential. They're just not good right now. The Liger. Okay. Ugh. Power Patron. Another deck that needs to see how it'll do is the Rebel Bots. Rebellious Bots. Gorgon of Zillophania. My second secret rare. Not a card I'm really that much a fan of.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Oh, Zero Zoos, thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. Yeah, what else we got a question, guys? Right now is the time to catch up, to talk, Q&A, get my opinions on things. We are opening up this set, looking for cards. Another Art Mage card. This is the other Rhoda. It searches the field spell. Dude, this deck has to be full of high rarity cards, right? I don't remember looking at the set too much, but yeah, 2 ultras here already. This throws away any chance of Decade collab. I would say it's very unlikely. It's weird. He runs in almost a separate sort of community than the rest of the Yu-Gi-Oh community. And I understand there are some viewers who overlap, but there are also many viewers who don't overlap between the two communities. I truthfully am not interested in overlapping. Any of y'all that do watch Decade, I'm not trying to put you off watching him, but I am good on that stuff. Here's the thing: I don't enter this came back to why I don't enter his tournaments. I don't enter other tournaments that often, anyways. Think of how often do I play tournaments on stream? Almost never. It's just a time thing, right? Like I don't just stream random tournaments. I stream on a schedule, right? So it has to align with that. And I'm not streaming entire days. This isn't my entire income. I made exceptions for the Shadow Duel stuff because it's infrequent and there's more like anticipation around it. So that's why we do that. Pardon me. All right, so we got none of the above here. We'll start the gambit again in another box. What did you think of this Shadow Duelist? I didn't watch it. I was sick. Dylan Sprouse is cool. I just hope they're not overpaying because I don't know how much actual advertisement this gives them. Like, if this is the reason that NA doesn't have tournaments and National, it's probably not worth it. I think, yeah. Normies don't watch the Shadow Duels thing, so who's it for? I don't really know. It feels like a misguided attempt of advertising. And while I appreciate the sentiment, I think it's executed kind of poopily. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it. If they're not spending a huge budget on it, then it's fine. It is still fun. But if that's like, if they're paying 5 digits for these creators or more, and they might be, again, this is all speculation. I have zero basis for this. Then to me that feels wasteful. Oh yeah, I forgot what's this damage out of the pack. I just said the quality control is better, and immediately it's damaged out of the pack. Not sure if you can see the damage on the side. It's not that bad, I guess, but yeah, the Primite Fusion, I forgot these cards in here. They are cool. We'll have viability at some point, I'm pretty sure. They need to announce who the guest star is beforehand. I think that would help. I think it's a bit weird they keep it hidden. I understand it's to build anticipation. They don't do a very good job of building anticipation, but also because it's a mystery, it could also detract. I'm gonna pull out the Yugiohs so I can put these in my deck later. Yugioh. Or Mutiny in the Sky. Yugioh. They called me to do Shadow Duels. Would I do it? They would never do that. Also, probably not, depending on what they offered me. My relationship with Konami is not very good. So, yeah. Love the Fiend support. I do as well. So I'm going to put these aside. I'll build a deck with these probably when, I don't know, when I'll have free time. I'll find time to do it. Would there even be a famous player playing something like Snake Eyes in the first place? Probably not. Yeah, the structure of them playing versus the champion of the tournament does mean it's always going to be kind of uninteresting. Zuba ba 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 ba. Because there's no new Val cards. Not very important though. Chlorless with the Fiend support. I mean, Dark World has a Miracle Fusion type card anyways, so that's why it doesn't matter too much. But you know. All right. Okay, Morgana. I'm surprised this card wasn't foil. I thought people would want to see this Starlight. Same with the burger. Oh, here's the burger. Common burger is a bit sad. It's a good meme card. Another graph layer. It's my second one, right? Oh, no, I have Metis the Poor here, not a graph layer. Wow, this deck has so many ultras and higher. Because I know there's also 4 secret rares. Graph layer is good. I mean, yeah, it's just like a Sprite or a Rizal card, right? Summon and Search. Those are never bad. Speaking of, this card fucking blows. Art Mage, Dictatorus, Diactorus. Metis the Poor was an Art Mage. Try to launch in the field, change battle position. Your opponent uses a card effect in the field with 3 more different monster types in your field. Make deactivation, destroy that card. If this fusion summon card is destroyed, special Metis the Pure from your hand, deck, or banishment. It's not unplayable, but it's not good either. It's a weak Omni because it's rather inflexible as well as it's hard to set up. And that's really all it does.
I thought that Jesse was
Enemy,
cooked.
thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. We're at 18 months now. Let's go. Lunalight Perfume Dancer. Surprised to see that not high rarity either. Will I bring a fun deck to WCQ? Probably not. I've been trying to play more competitively in the TCG for a bit because if I play too much fun decks for too long, I won't be able to make videos on TCG competitive. I'll fall too far behind. So I have to stay up to date a little bit. I have to balance fun bullshit with competitive. Is Clash Striker fun or competitive? I will be having a deck tier list released on Monday. Yeah, Monday. Only fun bullshit is competitive. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is a very top-heavy game where like you really need to be very good in order to compete. Because Yu-Gi-Oh is so competitive. All right, can I get a Holy Sue or a good card, please? Lemnis Gate. I mean, that's solid. I think the striker support is very sick, even if I'm not playing this deck. Didn't Rain Ryan continue to play striker? I thought about it, but no. Go, 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 fuck yourself. I know, again, there's no Camellia. No Sues yet, no. We're only on box 2, though, but yeah. I think these cards are cool. How does the classroom work next Monday? Hey, we got a striker 0. Let's go. It looks sick. Alright, so unless we pull a Starlight in these last few packs, then that's going to be the winner of the prediction. So whenever I host a class stream in Patreon, you will have to join the Discord, and then I will give you permission to see the class channel in Discord. At that point, whenever it's time for the class to happen, I'll hop in there. I'll have a lesson plan. I'll take questions, and then I'll also save the recording for people to watch later. And then they can ask me a reasonable amount of questions on Patreon as well that I'll answer in preparation for the tournament. Am I gonna do another Master Wheel video and build Tyriax's deck again? Probably at some point. Oh shit. Looks like multiple of the above is victorious. Like, this looks good. I think this looks like a good ultra. Solid box. With the two are the best cards in the set. I'm sure Sam will have me do it at some point with his channel, and also obviously I don't want to just only make content for other people. I need to make content for myself, and I'm kind of busy right now. But yeah, my coaching again. It's classrooms. I don't want to do full coaching. Ooh, 0 people voted for multiple above, so nobody gets anything. All right, next box. What will I pull? Yep, still getting over the flu. Ultra is by far the best rarity. I do not agree. I think for a long time they've looked like shit. Old ultras are pretty good, but yeah. Now I have to play Sky Striker. If I pull Sky Striker 0 and Lemnis Gate, both Starlight in this case, I will play Striker for the WCQ. How about that? I have to pull both Starlight. I did pull both of the foils here, though. That was a 3 secret box. Nope, we're 2 boxes in, and we pulled 4 secrets. Get him the cards. I have to pull them now. If I don't pull them in this case, then how many boxes? That was the second box, so this is the third box now. Some old ultras like Harmonizing Magician. Okay, that's crazy. I need this to put this aside. Calling Harmonizing an old ultra, it just baffling to me. That card is printed in 2017. That is not old. We have different definitions of old. 8 years, yeah, but in like the relative of Yu-Gi-Oh's existence, right? Like of 25 years. 8 years is not that old. It's not new, I understand, but it's not from the same era. It's yeah. Stack time. We're not doing stacks. Another Mysterion. This is my third Mysterion. Wait, this is... No, I think I just have a lot of fusions because I have 2 Prime-Eye Dragons and 2 Mysterions. Yeah, I do. Okay. Morgana. What's most expensive card from the set? I'm pretty sure it's Holy Sue. Are you and Sam best friends or just work partners? I wouldn't say best friends, but we are definitely close friends. Like, Pack and Sam are definitely closer than I am with Sam. I've known Sam for longer, but those two were like fucking brothers. They're joined at the hip. Kaiba Man. I wouldn't mind a Starlight Kaiba Man. I think it'd be cool. I think it looks cool. Obviously, the card isn't very good, but yeah. That magician is older than the average Farfa viewer. Yeah, but we're not on Farfa's channel right now, so that argument doesn't work. Konami wants you to play 3 vanillas. Yeah, they're down bad right now. It's good. This card is good in my Blue Eyes Shining Dragon deck because it gets you Blue Eyes, obviously. You need to play 3 anyways. And then also search a Shining Dragon. Now I just need a new Shining Dragon retrain. Rebel bots. Cards are cool. Thank you for the YouTube content. I'm happy you enjoy it. And Let's Make a Meta series has been the only like real successful long-term series on my channel. And I have no intention of stopping anytime soon. I have several ideas of decks to make. Later today, I'll be filming a Moki video for you guys. Hopefully you find that cool. This card is weird. Steel String Sacrifice. More Rebel Bots. Yeah. Lunalight Liger Dance. Okay. Where's my Starlights at? Weird looking cards for Monarchs. Yeah, I know, right? It is kind of funny. It's just thinly veiled Monarch support. Is it normal that you can't pre-order the Starlights in TCG Player? I have no idea. I don't ever pre-order stuff because I think it's a waste of money. Is Conquest going to continue? Probably not. The videos didn't do well on the channel. Do you think any of the set is actually going to impact the WCQ? Yeah, I think Vanquish Soul, Lunalight are going to have impacts, even if not huge. Oh, Onomod as well for the Rizal deck. Is Ray and Ryan your besties then? No. Again, good friends with them. I don't know if I'd call them best friends, though. Are you best friends with Snow? I, unfortunately, not best friends with an inanimate object. So at least I have that going for me, that I don't confide in fictional characters. I have real friends. But regardless, the whole concept of best friend is a little weird to me because it implies ranking your friends. And then also it has to be like reciprocal. So I don't love it. And it's also weird because you go through different stages of your life where you're focusing on different parts of your career, your social life, your hobbies, and you talk to certain people more or less, right? So I have many close friends who I would have talked to daily, like a lot, a couple years ago when our interests and our work were more aligned. But now that we've changed what we do and we have different kind of stuff going on, we're still friends, we still talk, but not to the same degree, right? And I have many friends like that. And then I have people who, at this point in my life, I talk to more now than I did before. And I was still friends with them before, and that'll change, right? So it rotates a bit. And I don't think I have like a constant one person in my life I've always talked to more. But I have several people who I trust a lot. And to me, that's plenty. Like, now that I've been doing YouTube, I talk to Sam significantly more than I did in previous years. Before YouTube, I was friends with Sam, but I didn't like talk to him that often. I talked to him maybe once a month at events. Like, I was friends with him, but I wasn't super close. Now that I'm more into YouTube and I work with him more, Sam is somebody I talk to multiple times a week. Not every day still, don't get me wrong. It's not like crazy close, but still, like, I talk to him several times a week. About personal stuff as well. Sometimes work, sometimes other bullshit. So, yeah, I mean, it changes, right? It changes depending on everyone's surroundings. I think life is too complex to put into neat categories like best friend. The person I'm probably most comfortable in confiding with, I mean, there's several people, right? And there's different things I'd confide different things for, right? I guess maybe my dad will be somebody I confide the most in. Partially because he doesn't feel like an adult with how immature he is at points. That I can talk to him and it feels like I'm talking to someone my own age. All right, another Rebel Bot card. I just realized I never did the outcome for last one. We got nothing right. It was none of the above. All right. I'm not going to do a gamba for this box because I'm just too late. Archon, thank you so much for the sub, though. Appreciate it. Confide your whaling expenses with your dad, then. Okay. If I ever say don't tell my dad, I'm joking. My dad is also has access to all my accounts, so he sees everything. Is it true you never talk with Ryan because he's big and noob? What? What are my thoughts on Moonlight? I think the deck is super solid and it has a lot of potential to be explored still. Hard mage higher percentage to pull? No, there's just a lot of them, so it feels like you're pulling a lot of them. There's just more of them to pull. Looks like any other cards like Pokemon or Magic. I have a small Pokemon collection. It used to be bigger, but I sold it off. Unfortunately, before the big boom, so I didn't make that much money. I have a couple cards. For example, the Edward Munch Pokemon cards are really cool. I never got the Van Gogh Pikachu. I wanted it, and it pissed me off because I did not even know that collab was happening. I was in the Netherlands for one day in between flights to YCS, and I'm like, I want to go to the Van Gogh Museum. I want to just see art and be a cultured person. And it was fucking closed because of stampeding Pokemon people. Like, fuck off. It would have been cool to see the Pokemon stuff too, but I didn't even want to go for the Pokemon stuff. I wanted to just go to the art museum. And then obviously I flew home and I just didn't get to go. So I've still never been, and that was very tilting. But I also still want that card. Another Secretariat Dragon. Okay. Just a prank. Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. Man, I feel so honored, guys. I see a lot of people who've subbed today, who've subbed for like 20 months or about that much. That's awesome. I really appreciate you guys who've stuck around this community for so long. Thank you. They gatekept me. They did. I didn't book it in advance, and it fucked me up bad. I have a couple Pokemon collectibles. I'm honestly not sure where they all are. They some of them in the binder. Do I have this shit on me? No, I'm pretty sure it's in my safe, my binder. Yeah. At some point, I can do a collection tour almost, and I'll show you guys the Pokemon cards I have. I have the Shining Magikarp, like the gold Magikarp. That one's cool. I also have every print of Wailord in existence. That's like the card I collect. But that's really all I have. I don't have too much. Do I like Disney at all? Disney is an IP? Sure. The Lorcana game did not seem very good. I never actually really played it, just watched it. I know the rules to it. It seems too simplistic for me. But yeah, I don't have any Magic cards in my collection. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. I probably have a couple Magic and Star Wars Unlimited cards lying around. Those are all for sale. Got a girl prize card? No. Jui Martini, thank you so much for the community sub. Appreciate you very much. They're Eidos. Sam probably loves that crap. Do I collect anything other than cards? No. I'm interested in One Piece TCG. So I've thought about for a long time, truthfully, quitting Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I really don't like Konami. I've been vocal about this, and it's part of why they don't work with me anymore, but I'm just disillusioned with Konami as a company. And I question the future of my career in this game, because that's important, not just me playing, as well as the future of the game itself. And if I was to switch, there's two main options for me. There's Pokemon, because it's so established. And then there's One Piece. One Piece I've played a bit. I played 2 regionals with One Piece, and I did get prizing in both of them. I got top 16 at the first one I went to, and then top 64 the second time. And then Kaiba Man. So, there is a interest in me for that. As far as collecting One Piece goes, I think the cards are too expensive, and while I like the anime, I don't think I have the affinity to collect that shit. And I have to control myself, right? Because when I start collecting something, you go down a path, right? And you spiral because you want to collect the next thing. That's always the problem with collections, right? So once I'm done, I move on to the next thing. And with One Piece, if I start One Piece, I know it'll not just be one or two cards, it'll go down an entire rabbit hole. That's kind of rough. All right, guys, Gamba starting again right now. Not into Magic, you're probably not gonna like Lorcana. I don't dislike Magic that much. Magic is not a game that I'd play a lot of, but I don't mind playing Magic drafts. Or like my friends have a spare commander that I could play. I'm not Magic hater, but I'm not a Magic fan either. It feels undignified turning on $70 replaced it also. That's your own mental blocks getting in the way. That's whatever. Spending $100 on a Pikachu does not feel much better if that's the perspective you look. Do I have a favorite book? Yeah, I have kind of like two that I'd say are up there in my favorites. I talked about this on stream before. Does anybody remember what either of my favorite books are? Anybody in chat can guess it. Don't feel afraid to say. I read more than the average person, but not a crazy amount. Because mostly just when I travel, I read. Moby Dick. I actually did not like that book. I didn't even finish it. I dropped it. I hate Harry Potter. I've never read Game of Thrones. Dante's Inferno. I bought that book in Italian as a goal for me to be able to read it when I'm learning Italian. I haven't read it yet, though. Dracula. I liked Dracula a lot, but it's not my favorite. Luminous Gate. Nice. I'll give a hint. One of them is a play. They are both pretty old. Not crazy. I mean, old depends, as obviously. Are you strictly a classics guy? For the most part, yeah, I'm a classics guy. Macbeth? No, it's not Macbeth. Lord of the Rings? I've never actually watched the movies or read the books for Lord of the Rings. The Odyssey? Nope. Not that old. Phantom of the Opera? Never read it. Romeo and Juliet? Nope. Not that. 12 Angry Men. I actually don't even know what that is. Bonjour, bonjour. Hamlet? No, it's not Hamlet. I'm assuming that's what Hamlet's supposed to be. Jurassic Park. Is that a book? Shakespeare's Caesar? That is one of them. It is Caesar. That is the play that I was talking about, was Caesar. The other book is also a classic. But it's not a play. Okay. Frankenstein? Yep, it's Frankenstein. So, yeah, those are my two favorite books. Frankenstein and Caesar. Frankenstein is such a good book. It really is such a good book. And I love the little lore drop that Ozymandias is written by her husband. It's just randomly cool. Another freaking Zilfthron bullshit. I have a to-do list of to read list of books. It's pretty long still. Honestly, there's a lot of books that I've read and then I'll enjoy. Like, books are a kind of lost art form. Ozymandias, one of your favorite poems of all time. It's a cool one, yeah. Good Big Two, mostly a modern lit guy. 959 onward. Yeah, I'm the opposite, right? I've not read that much. I mean, I'm mostly before that, if anything. Like even the more recent stuff I've read is like not recent. It's like Orwell or Jules Verne or like Death of a Salesman. That one's fine. Open the Striker Zero Link. We did pull that one. Yes. Would you ever fully quit Yu-Gi-Oh or just do Masterful content, take TCG more seriously for a different one? Fully quit would be unlikely. I have way too many friends in the game. But it would transition my career. So there's Yu-Gi-Oh the game for me, and there's Yu-Gi-Oh the career. Yu-Gi-Oh right now is primarily a career for me. There's the vending aspect, the coaching aspect, the content aspect, and then World is money as well. So competing to some degree, and they're all intertwined. And I've thought about quitting for the sake of that's a lot of stuff to do, and that's a lot of my career is hinging on Konami's ability to run a company properly, as well as work with me. And it doesn't run brilliantly. So I've thought of maybe switching or seeing how I can fare in other games more full hard and let Yu-Gi-Oh be the side thing. But I'm so established in Yu-Gi-Oh that the easy thing is to stay here. I just don't know if it will be good for the long term. To what degree I'd keep playing Yu-Gi-Oh afterwards, I have no idea. It's something I've not put like a crazy amount of time into, but yeah. You enjoyed everything by Jewel Verns. Most works never gonna translate into English though. I've only read a little bit, but yeah, I'm not somebody who's read a crazy amount, right? So, but I know what a lot of the classics are, and that's typically where I build my list of stuff to read from. I also like Greek tragedies a lot, so something like Oedipus is great, as simple as it is. That's why I like the Shakespearean stuff as well. Reading is something that I only do when I travel. So it's weird. Ever since becoming a content creator, I have not read as much as I used to because I read when I'm traveling. And now when I'm traveling, I'm honestly script writing for a lot of the time, getting ideas. And if I'm doing that, then that means there's less time to read. So when I finished school in 2023, and there's about a year between I fully went into content creating, I read a lot. I mean, not a lot, but I read a fair bit. I also travel less now than I used to. But I read things like, that's when I read Dracula. I read some philosophy books like, what's the name? The Tradicus. I forget the name of it. Ludwig Wittgenstein. I read The Rebel by Camus. Had the Meditations as well. So I got more philosophy in there. So also I read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. What else did I read? Like it was only a year-long period, but I still read like 6 books, so it was a decent amount. No, I haven't. I definitely haven't read every classic. There's still a lot to go through. I mean, I can pull up my list here. Obviously, the Divine Comedy is one that I hadn't read yet. That was on my list. I haven't opened this to read list in a long time because honestly, it's I haven't made progress on the books I do have right now. Like when's the last time I opened this? I actually just don't even know the last time I opened this note. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot here. Even just like there's the oh yeah, from philosophy standpoint, I bought this book. We haven't read it yet. Thus Spoke Zarathustra. What are the old Greek stuff I want to read? Symposium, more philosophy. I got inspired by Ghibli and The Wind Rises to read The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann. Ardmegia's Secret. This card, I think, looks gorgeous. I think it looks really cool. It's like a Cinderella castle. But yeah, obviously, it's Ardmegia, so. If I move to the TCG, you'll follow too. I appreciate that. You can recommend Faust. I mean, I just at some point, yeah, but did I read manga? No, I did not read manga. Right. Was that my first Dodo, by the way, that I got there? I think it was. All right, that box had nothing, so gamblers, none of the above. Let's run back to gamble. One more box and we'll keep on chugging. Am I moving to the TCG? I was saying that I've thought of it, right? I probably am not anytime soon, but it's not impossible that I do. I just don't have faith in Konami. And Yu-Gi-Oh is my career. So if this game isn't being maintained in a healthy fashion, it's really bad for me, right? That's my entire livelihood. I don't have like savings to fall back on. This year, or this year and a half, last year and a half, is the first years that I've been able to actually build up savings. So I do have some stuff now, but obviously it's not enough savings that I feel comfortable. I'm not at the point where I want to start spending savings. I want to keep savings so I can buy a house at some point. Oh, another book that was really good I loved was Dorian Gray. Fantastic book. And then my mom knew that I liked it and got me the weird sex letters he wrote with his pen pal. She thought it was a book. I can't remember what the names of it. I haven't read it though. I got it and I was like, this is not really what I wanted, but yeah. Imagine being a pro player and broke because Konami doesn't give cash prizes. Like, you can't equate the games fully, but I've said this before. If I was a Pokemon TCG player and I had the same results I do in Yu-Gi-Oh, I would probably have an earnings of about $1 million. Like, not to stroke my own ego, but it's kind of unfair. Meanwhile, the only good tournament in all of Yu-Gi-Oh is Worlds, and that's the only reason I even have 6 figures of winnings from Yu-Gi-Oh. In Canada, it'll be hard to buy a house. Yeah. Yeah. How much is 700k CAD in USD? I mean, obviously conversion rates change. About 500,000 though. Probably higher than 1 mil. I don't know about higher than 1 million. I'm not counting content. Okay, second holy suit. One more to go to complete a set. That is great. How high is the chance that either Ray or Ryan is going to bring Striker in AWCQ? I think they're both doing that. Join Triff in his journey to top Pokemon. Uh, Triff has burnout for a lot of things, so he's not the person I would probably go with. But yeah, I thought about doing it. Any Starlights yet? No, unfortunately, I have not pulled any Starlights. Art Megia Finmel. More Art Megia cards, or Art Mage now is the new name, right? Yeah. The other thing with Pokemon is the content space for TCG is almost non-existent, and I don't know if I feel comfortable switching over to VGC. Pokemon VGC is such a different like can of worms than the card game, and that's where it fit in naturally. Will I gamble Paradise Smasher for 2 mats? Probably not. More Art Mage cards. Yeah. Pokemon VGC is insane to get into. I mean, I haven't really thought of it, so it's not a thing for me. Mini Holly Sues? Dos. If I spend days and weeks getting perfect Pokemon, I mean, I'd buy them, I imagine, right? Like, have someone else make them for me. Um, but yeah. And the card game is so boring. I don't find it boring, but I also don't play that much. So, I might find it boring if I played it a lot, but even Yu-Gi-Oh can get to that point. Like, Unchained has a chance to be meta if Shavar comes back to 3. It'd be better, but absolute tier 1? Probably not. No, no massive pile. I don't want to have to deal with cleaning it up right now. Oh, itching my nose. VGC is fun because you look at winnings per Pokemon, and Among Us is one its trained as like $400,000 across its time in the game. That's pretty funny. I mean, you can look at Tier, right? Tier's won so much money for people. This Tier has won stuff, right? And Yu-Gi-Oh has prizes. It's just not as good. Yeah, and the thing is, if I transition down to Yu-Gi-Oh, what would I do for my work? Do I try and build a content scene in the games? Do I only do casual Yu-Gi-Oh content about other games more seriously? Do I abandon content and focus on competitive play and coaching? These are questions I grapple with, right? Impleminos. All right. If Yu-Gi-Oh gets faster and faster, it loses its player base. I think there's several problems with Yu-Gi-Oh. Not even just the card game itself. You think Yu-Gi-Oh content is good right now? Another girl. I think it's whatever. I don't know. I don't think it's brilliant. All right, where are these starlights at? This is a rough one, to be honest. One stranger's opinion, but there's a lower EV in being an established content creator than in grinding for tournaments. What game though? That's what matters. But also, not everyone's built the same, right? When you have competitive basis, it's easier for me to grow. Take me for example. I'm not huge, but my ability to grow in the YouTube scene has been way easier than other people's because I already have connections. I already have a name for myself. Like it's a lot easier. Even like Wolfie, right? He's huge, and it's partially because of his ability to compete. So it can go hand in hand. You think TCGs in general are pretty bad with YouTube content? It's difficult because making it look interesting is kind of hard. I think it's better than other aspects of TCG content creation, but Yu-Gi-Oh has a lot of room for improvement still. I saw someone talk about the new pricing. The new pricing gives hope that it can be better, but there's still their way of approaching it is so fucking ass backwards. Why do they make Card Trooper top 52 instead of Valor? Like nobody wants that shit. Why did it need to be Card Trooper? Period. They have this mentality they can't give us too many nice things. Why? It is such an ass backwards mentality. It actually just ruins it. They treat their players like garbage. It's shit like that makes me lose faith in the future of the game, right? Because anytime there's something good happening, they have to have a twist on it that makes me question who the hell's in charge. And the other problem with the prices you said for the Valors and stuff, it's will those prices hold, right? As more quantity continues to come out. Will they continue doing this for future events and keep things unique and exclusive? Because they may just decide to reprint the shit in a dumb for sale pack and ruin it, because it wouldn't be that the first time. If Yu-Gi-Oh prices got to the point where top 32ing, you earned prices you could sell for $1,000, that would be fucking awesome. That'd be a huge step in the right direction. I'd still want a little more for other aspects like winning, but yeah. Yu has the best content. Yeah, I don't know. Probably does right for the moment, but yeah. You know what the cards in the day 2 pack are being sold for? No, but I can't imagine much. Still don't get why the winner of a YCS can't choose a card of a custom YCS print of. There's so many issues. There are actually just so many issues. Ben Mel. They don't want you to spend money on shit. But I don't know. It's just so frustrating. Oh, I got what I asked for. I was so busy ranting, I didn't even realize. I got what I asked for. I got a Starlight Kaiba Man. That is sick. That is what I wanted. I'm probably gonna keep this, put it in my Blue Eyes collection. That is awesome. Our first Starlight is Kaiba Man. That is sick. I don't have any sleeves here. I'll just put it to the side for now. That is awesome. And Art Mage. All right. One day Yugi will lose all its top players. You can say that, but new players will replace the old players. It's the total number of players itself that need to slow down. But tournaments still have a lot of people. It makes you think the game isn't going anywhere. But I think we're in a constant teetering balance of the game could just implode upon itself pretty easily because it's not managed that well. Alright, so now unless we pull a Holy Sue or a what's it called? Striker 0, Starlight wins this round. And the predictions. It's harder to get people into Yu-Gi-Oh! It is harder to get people into Yu-Gi-Oh! For sure. Okay. More Art Mage bullshit because they're all fucking secret rare for some reason. This is the same prediction from the previous box. Well, they're about to be rewarded. All right. Prediction outcome. Starlight is victorious. Let's start the prediction one more time. Okay. I'm gonna clear up a little bit of space here with the commons. Just starting to fuck with the camera as well. And the focus. I don't want that happening. When collab with Josh, probably not happening. Those videos don't do that well on YouTube, so it's probably gonna be scrapped. Okay. I need to go make 5 rows. There are 5 boxes left, so we are about halfway through. 2 Holly Sue so far, so hopefully we'll get the third pretty easily in the last 5 boxes. Only 1 Starlight, and no, this is 7 boxes. You only get 1 Starlight or 3 Starlights every case. Well, you should get more. Don't worry. Yeah, we did see the new Kage Takage. Onamatakage. So Magic is different because Magic also has a lot of access for alternate formats and casuals. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't has that, and that carries a lot of Magic. I dislike Magic's recent choices though. Of nice, I messed this up. Of the all these bullshits. Collabs. I don't like the collabs they've been doing. Like the Sonic shit, the Final Fantasy, the Marvel, like it doesn't feel like it's its own IP anymore. It feels like it's just a Fortnite type thing. It just feels like it's a bunch of just collabs and that's it. Which is what a lot of online media is right now, but I don't like it. Song? I don't have my headphones on. If somebody can tell them what song is playing, it'd be nice. Nerva, the power patron of creation. Okay. How many of those do I have right now? I have 1, 2, 3. All right. Hopefully no more of those. Watch I pull a Starlight. And Rick, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate it.
I thought that Jesse
You're not
was
Shazamming
cooked.
in work, but you're watching a stream in work? I guess I appreciate you. Thank you. There's a Starlight. Damn it, I don't like this card. Gorgon of Zilophonia. Starlight rare. It's a girl, right? Maybe people want money because it's a girl. Give it to you then. You can buy it from me. Last one's Holly Sue. Dude, that'd be nice. Zuba ba 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 ba. The card's gonna get IP banned. Bro, SP is the card that would get IP banned. It's not fucking Gorgon. Another Volcan booster. Will it ever see play? Nice, just damage. You can see the top there. Probably some play, but not much. We're gonna look into Master Duel afterwards. Not today. I'll be back tomorrow for Master Duel, but today I am recovering still. I'll be a nice, short, relaxed stream, getting back in the swing of things. Another future Zexel. I think this card would look good Starlight. I like Starlight XYZs. I wouldn't keep it though if I pulled it. Are there any Starlights I'd keep? To be honest, no. The only one I wanted to keep myself was Kaiba Man. So I just want the Striker one or Vanquish Soul because those are the most expensives. And I'll just resell whatever I get. Alright, so prediction outcome. Starlight won. And alright, you guys aren't gambling. You guys don't want to gamble. You don't have to gamble, but I'll keep putting it up. Opinions on VS Pre K9. I don't think it's that good. I think it's a little overrated. Decided to get in mouse format in Master Duel. Fuck no, but that's life. Ugh. God damn it. Will Rizal Mouse be that much better than Snake Eyes? Yes, they will. Any chance Striker is good. It's like playable Rogue. No Master Duel today. We're just chilling today. We're just chilling. I want to catch up with you guys. It's been a while. 2 weeks has been away. It's been a hard 2 weeks. I need to relax a little bit. Next week is the Art Mage support. Is that confirmed, or I'm planning on trying Art Mage probably, but how high rarity everything in this deck is, I don't know if I'll even have everything. Because like looking at it now, I'm missing. I only have one of those cards. I don't know how many I need. How many Fin Mells do I have? Two Fin Mells. I don't know what ratios are good. I haven't tested it remotely. Another Trapaholic. The card is cool. Probably a good Starlight as well because it has a Labyrinth card in the picture. There's a Starlight. It's 3 Starlights in a row. Fucking Rebel Bot. Sorry for opening it off camera, but Rebel Bot Stage Landing. This card is broken for what it's worth, but I don't think this is really what I wanted. Okay. Where was I though? I was sick, and then I had problems with my dog. I had to go to the vet a lot, and it was just hard. Yeah, 2 weeks pretty much I was sick. Say that. I did explain earlier on the stream. If you want to go back and hear the full explanation. Favorite artwork of all time? I don't know if I have one. Unironically, Rainbow Dragons based. Rainbow Dragon. Call me Jesse Anderson. Now you better call Jesse Anderson Jesse Cotton. I'm the original. What the fuck? My last 3 cards that I pulled. It's just all Rebel Bot stage landings. Rebel Bot, Rebel Bot. Funk Doc. Graph layer. Cool. All right, guys. What else we got to talk about? I feel like the conversation's died down a bit. We're back more of a chill zone. What do we got going on? What can you guys ask? What's new? Do people ever play Spiral these days? No, it's not really popular. In Master Duel, it's more viable than in TCG for sure, but it's still not good. Can I make Zealantis meta again? That's not really an archetype. Like, it's not at all. Winning the NAWCQ? Of course I am. I had a free flight. I've seen Squid Game. It is on the to watch list, but not yet. You like Vanquish Pre-Justice Hunters? No. Excited for Malice? No. Food discussion. So, I was feeling a bit better this weekend. And I had some friends come from out of town. So, I spent some time with them, and we hung out downtown. If you're from Toronto, if you know a steakhouse called Black and Blue. Very high-end, expensive steakhouse. I'd never been before, and I wanted to try it. So, we were celebrating. We went there. Canadian dollars, and the 7 of us. Guess how much the bill was? Let's take a guess. 7 people. 4,000. Okay, fucking relax. Holy shit. 4,000. 1.3k, 320,000 CAD. 320. What the hell? 500, 600. Easy grand at least. It was 1,600 Canadian. So it was a fair bit. Not crazy expensive, but still. Um, I got a beef Wellington, and we also shared a bunch of sides and starters. The sides and starters really good, and my steak was cooked well. But honestly, the like puff pastry surrounding the Wellington wasn't that good. So it's kind of a miss for me. I'd go back and try something else maybe, but it wasn't worth the money just yet. And then we went back downtown the day afterwards. I went to Center Island, rode around on a bike a little bit. Had this Thai place that's broken for lunch called Pai, Pai, if you're ever in Toronto. Place is awesome. That day I just got satay chicken and pad krapao. I already know that place though. I've been there many times. The place is awesome, and whenever I'm downtown, I like to go there. And then for dinner, we went to a Chinese restaurant, and my friend wanted to flex his Mandarin skills, so we ordered his food. I don't have mapo tofu that often because a lot of it is pork, and I can't eat pork. But I do have it sometimes, and it's something I like a little bit. It's okay. That being said, the mapo tofu this place was broken. Huge fan. Had some stir fried beef, which was good. Kung pao chicken. So I had some good food lately. Yeah. And there's the third Holy Sue. There we go. Now we have all three. That is awesome. No Starlight, but still I'm very happy with my playset there. No problemo. Cool. Another Rebelbot's late stage landing. I don't know how many of those I've pulled now. 1, 2, 3 in the last like box. Really, I didn't pull any before that. Okay, so I got 3 in a row from 0. Skip song. Considering there's 4 seconds left, I'll just let it play. Utopic Rizal. Or Zexel, not Rizal. I can eat pork. Jewish. Where do I put this now? Where am I gonna make space? I need to get a 5-row to put these cards in. I don't space my desk anymore. Shalom, shalom. I don't speak Hebrew. I was taught to read it, but I can't read without the vowels, and this is the really dumb part. I was taught to read without knowing what the words mean. So I can make sounds. And that's it. It's very stupid. Not happy with my Hebrew schooling. Which city in Ontario is your favorite? I've visited so much less of Canada than I have the rest of the states that I haven't seen much. But I love Toronto. Vaughan, Mississauga. I mean, all the GTA is like the same shit though, so I wouldn't call that different. You just know the alphabet basically? Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, no, I haven't like loved any other province. Province wise, where in Canada I've been? I've been to Vancouver. I've been to Edmonton as a kid. I don't remember much about it though. I've been to Montreal and Ottawa. Uh, that might be it. And then within Ontario, still not that much. I've been to like Peterborough, Bobcaygeon, like Kawartha Lakes area, Aurelia, Belleville. Which locals do I go to? I don't go to locals that often. Game Nation and NRG are the two that I'd go to the most, I guess. But when I go to Game Nation, most of the time it's because that's where my friends on the locals, and I'm going after hours, to like not play Yu-Gi-Oh. They were doing shit for Canada yesterday, and I was too busy to go, unfortunately. Will I try to make Ancient Warriors meta? Probably at some point. I'll get to everything. Ooh, another Sky Striker 0. I think honestly I stopped doing the gambas. I'm just gonna delete this. People aren't betting on it anyways. Newfoundland isn't the best for living, but it's a beautiful province to visit. I want to visit other parts of Canada, but for me, with how much I travel for Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't want to travel that much unless it's convenient alongside a Yu-Gi-Oh trip. So if there's not Yu-Gi-Oh events there, then I'm not going there for the most part. So that's part of why I haven't visited that much of Canada. I may spend a couple extra days in Vancouver this time for the YCS to have this sort of experience. Yeah. World trip, we will be there. Well, Worlds, yeah, Worlds, I might do more stuff, but so far people aren't really planning much with me for that. I'm gonna watch party the EWCQ. Yeah, I plan on it. That should be 2 weeks from now, right? Come to Montreal. Nah, I love Toronto. Montreal. Oh, Fourth Holy Sue. That's great. Montreal, though, I've been a couple times. Mostly just for regionals, though. The Yu-Gi-Oh event will most likely never come to Newfoundland. I doubt it. Yeah, I highly doubt it. Canada YCS no live stream. No, they don't live stream here. Gold Leo, the third one of those, I'm pretty sure. When's the Patreon class? It's on Monday, but if you check Patreon, it will be there. Yeah. All right, what else? We're almost done, guys. Got a box left and a half, and then we are done. Benito. They're coming to Waterloo. They hosted Black Ops Worlds there. That's funny. I didn't know that. I haven't been to Waterloo in a while. Not that I hate these places, but Toronto is just my home. I'm happy here, right? I like being in close proximity to a big city. A lot of options for food. I have a lot of friends here. For industry and business, it's also convenient. I like Toronto. I have no real desire to leave. Like, I don't live in Toronto. I live in the Greater Toronto area, so if anything, I'd move properly into Toronto, like to North York area. What secrets do I not have three of? I'll check in a second, I guess. I'm almost done. We'll see the final tally. Rebel bots more than meets the eye. Yeah, Rebel bots were not what I expected when they announced the TCG exclusive. Any good food recommendation in Vancouver? I spent maybe 3 days of my life there, so no, I don't have any. I had the Keg, which is the chain of steakhouses in Canada, when I was there. I had an Indian buffet that was fine, but I cannot tell you the name of it. And then I had something called the Cactus Club, which was next door to the downtown convention center, which was fine. So I had some shitty Chinese Asian fusion place that wasn't very good as well. I don't know the name of, and I wouldn't recommend. All right, third field spell. That is important. I did want that. Why are ultimates only in OTS packs? Because Konami hates their customers. I really thought they would do more stamps cards as well, but they're not doing that either. Luminous Gates. All right. Reading of Rights. Cool. Zoo ba 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 ba. All right. What am I looking for in this last box here? Probably another Striker Zero, and Holy Sue would be the most ideal. I got a fourth start, that'd be awesome, but yeah. Do you see that OCG starts at different borders now? I have not. In what way are they different? Primite Dragon, sure. The Automat Rizal deck I think is solid. It's not my foremost fun pick though for an event. I think it's okay. I think Mitsu Rizal and Malice are still better. Alright, this pack is refusing to come out. Third Finmel. Okay. I saw one of you saying you don't play 3 of that card, but I think that card is pretty solid. Summon and draw. Might be world to play 3 of in the future. Boston Psychic support. It's like fine. It's not playable though. How's Worlds Prep going? It's okay. It's still pretty early, so don't have too much to go off right now. Still kind of figuring out what decks we want to play. Not grinding too hard at practicing anything just yet. Taking it as serious as last year? Yep. Worlds is the only tournament in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can actually earn real prizing. So, if there's ever a tournament to try for, it's that tournament. More Archmage Graph Flare. Soul Rocks, sure. Consider Unchained or Striker for Worlds. If we played Striker for Worlds, it would surely be my teammates, but probably not Unchained either. Dictatorus. I think it's my second one of that only, which is nice. And lastly, Gakuga Tactics. All right. Let me just move that to the side. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at our ultra rares. So these are our Starlight rares, not QCRs anymore. After East is not saying that. Very happy I pulled the Kaiba Man. This is the card I wanted the most for myself. The other cards, not as much. They'll probably go for sale on TCG Player at some point. Morganites are kind of poo-poo. I'm not going to expose any information about my Worlds lineup on stream. It's a competitive event. It will not be spoiled. Don't worry. Okay, Holly Sue's nice. Rapaholic. Medius the Pure. Okay, third Dododo is good. Luminous Gate's good. So I have 3 of each of these. I think I should have everything that I need in terms of ultras here for sure. So 3 Eidos, 2 Trapaholic, 3 Dododo Warriors, 3 Zexal, 3 Secretarians, 4 this card, 4 Primites, 4 Rocket Boosters, 4 Adventurous Arions, 3 Rebel Bots, 3 Grafflares, 3 Medius, 4 Sues, which is awesome, and 4 Luminous Gates. So yeah, nothing got low rolled at 2, which is important. Alright, and secret rares. Armages. This is the one where I will probably not pull a playset of everything. Which card will not pull a playset of is the question. Power Patrons. I don't think I pulled 3 Gaga Girl, but that's okay. I don't want 3 of that. Gorgon. Oh, I don't think I pulled 3 Copy Man either. I only pulled 2-0. So I have 3 Rebelbot landings. I thought I had 3 of this card. I swear I had 3 together at some point. Maybe I mixed up these two. 2, 2, 2. I'm probably fine. 3 Finmail, I have 3 the spell. 3 Gold Leo. I probably won't need 3 of this card, but yeah. 2 Gorgon, 2 Gaga Girl, 2 Climbing Man. Is this enough secrets? I feel like it's not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is 24 secrets. Only average 2.4 of each of them. I think the most important one, though, was getting 3 of this. 3 of this. Or any of the other ones even 3 ofs. Like, in terms of having cards to play with, I think I have everything I need to play with. I won't need to buy any cards in this set, which I think is the most important thing. When I organize cards in my boxes, I sort them by set or card type. If they're for sale, by set. If they're for my personal collection and for my deck building with, then by type. All right, that is the case opening done. Okay, that's gonna be it for today, guys. It is a short stream, and I am sorry that it is short. I just wanted to catch up with you guys, tell you why I was gone for 2 weeks. I will be back tomorrow and on Friday with some more content. We'll get back more into Master Duel, and it should be fun. So stay tuned for that. Follow if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in less than 24 hours. Have a good night, guys. Rabis, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. All right, have a good one, guys.